Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm sharing delicious, healthy, guilt-free, gluten-free methi matris. And the best part is these guilt-free methi matris are not deep fried but they are baked with goodness of various millets, oats and almonds that give extra flavor in every bite. Moreover, they are guilt-free, all age group favorite snacks to munch on with a cup of tea or kids mid-morning or evening snack. So if you're not a fan of deep frying, try this guilt-free, gluten-free baked matris. To start with our recipe, I measured 1 cup of rice flour, and this is a store-bought rice flour and I'm transferring to a wide plate. Now I measured 1 cup of almond flour and transferred to the same plate. This almond flour I got from Costco, and here I'm adding 1/4 cup of Rajgira or amaranth flour and 1/4 cup of bajra flour. As the winter started, I'm adding bajra or pearl millet, 1/4 cup of chickpea flour or besan. As we're making it gluten free, this chickpea flour helps in binding. Now here I'm adding 1/2 cup of rolled oats. I'm transferring this to a blender and make into a fine powder. Here this rolled oats and the besan that we added helps in binding the dough together. After grinding to a fine powder to this oats powder, here I'm adding 1 teaspoon of ajwain or carom seeds and 1 teaspoon of crushed black pepper, and again I'm going to grind this. I'm just blending this for a second because this blending helps in releasing the flavor of the carom seeds. Here our oats powder with the spices is ready, so I'm transferring to the same plate. As winter started, I replaced red chili powder with the black pepper powder. Now here I'm adding 1/4 cup of finger millet or ragi flour and salt as per taste. You may adjust salt according to your taste. And 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and 1/4 teaspoon of hinge or asafoetida. This asafoetida helps in proper digestion. Now here I am adding 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Both baking soda and baking powder helps in making matris crispy and crunchy. Now here you can see I'm mixing all the dry ingredients together. In case if you are making this matris in summer, in place of bajra or pearl millet, you can add jowar flour. After mixing all the ingredients, I measured 1 cup of kasuri methi, and this kasuri methi is nothing but dried fenugreek leaves. I added to the same flour and mixed everything very well. Now here I measured 1 cup of homemade ghee and I'm adding this ghee. In case if you don't have this homemade ghee, you can add butter that is at room temperature. But I personally prefer adding ghee because this ghee gives an extra flavor to our matris. Here you can see I'm just mixing the dry ingredients with the ghee, and after the ghee is mixed up with all the dry ingredients, a crumbled texture is formed. Be generous in adding ghee or butter because we are baking them and not deep frying. After the ghee is completely mixed up with the dry ingredients, I'm adding warm almond milk. I measured 1 cup of almond milk and I'm mixing it gradually. In case if you don't have almond milk, you can also use normal milk or even warm water. Out of 1 cup of almond milk I measured, here it took me around 3/4 cup of the milk, and 1/4 cup of the milk is left out. So gradual adding of milk and mixing the dough helps in knowing the right consistency of the dough. Now allow this to rest for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes the dough is well rested, and here you can see because this is gluten free, the dough is falling apart, but you don't have to worry. Just make small balls and roll between the palms and press into cookie shape. Roll the ball applying little pressure so that the dough is intact, and while pressing as the cookie also press it little tightly so that it holds the shape. Normally these matris are made either with all-purpose flour or wheat flour, but just to make it gluten free we didn't add all-purpose flour or wheat flour or any refined flour. So these matris are protein rich and fiber rich as we added almond flour, chickpea flour, oats powder and different types of millets. Likewise, continue the process and shape the entire dough into matris. Here you can see all our matris are ready. I placed all the matris on a baking tray lined with parchment paper and transferred to a preheated oven at 380 Fahrenheit and bake them for about 15 minutes. This baking time may differ depending on oven to oven temperature settings, so watch them carefully after 10 minutes. Here after 15 minutes, I flipped all the matris to the other side and baked for another 10 to 12 minutes. Once they are baked and little brown on both sides, remove out of the oven and allow them to cool completely on cooling rack. With this super healthy, crunchy, delicious baked fenugreek savory crackers or methi matri are ready to be served. So friends, try making these baked methi matris and do let me know in the comments section. If you like this recipe, please consider subscribing to Homemade Flavors and press the bell icon for more healthy and interesting recipes. This is Rupa signing off for today and see you in the next video. Thank you.